Some of the comments and questions we've seen from our viewers and from our readers indicate that they're skeptical about the government's legal authority to even offer the deferred resignation offer to federal employees. Apparently, that isn't lost on the Office of Personnel Management either, because they've issued a new memo defending the government's legal authority to offer the program. Here are the details. I'm Ian Smith with fedsmith.com. Thanks for taking the time to join me today. I know this deferred resignation offer and the program are a very hot topic right now, and a lot of you are seeking more news and information. So that's why I wanted to take the time to do this short video outlining the latest memo that's come out from OPM. I'm recording this on February 4th, 2025, and that was the date the memo was issued by OPM. Basically, the memo issued by OPM is a series of questions and then OPM's answers about the government's authority to make the deferred resignation offer. So with that, I'll get right to it, summarizing these questions and the answers. First question, is the offer legally binding? OPM says yes. It states in part, quote, the deferred resignation program offers employees who opt into the program an exemption from any return to work requirements and full pay and benefits regardless of workload, with the expectation that most employees will transition their duties and be placed on administrative leave for the bulk of the deferred resignation period. Those assurances are binding on the government. Were the government to backtrack on its commitments, an employee would be entitled to request a rescission of his or her resignation. And to help ease concerns, OPM has distributed a template contract to agencies to formalize the government's agreement with its employees. Is congressional approval required? OPM says no. Quote, nothing in the deferred resignation program requires congressional approval. The program offers employees an exemption from return to work requirements and, in most cases, a significantly reduced workload during the deferred resignation period. Under the program, employees remain in duty status entitled to their regular pay and benefits. The program does not promise employees additional compensation that might require special congressional appropriations. May an employee be placed on administrative leave during the resignation period? The short answer is yes. To quote OPM in part, the decision to grant administrative leave and for how long lies largely within the agency's discretion. A statute governing administrative leave states that, quote, during any calendar year, an agency may place an employee in administrative leave for a period of not more than a total of 10 workdays, unquote. But binding regulations promulgated by OPM have interpreted that limitation to apply only to a, quote, management-initiated action to put an employee in administrative leave status with or without the employee's consent for the purpose of conducting an investigation, unquote. The 10-day rule therefore poses no bar to the extended administrative leave contemplated by the deferred resignation program. May an employee get a second job during the deferred resignation period? With respect to this, OPM says that being placed on administrative leave facilitates getting a second job. Part of its answer states, quote, extended administrative leave frees an employee to obtain a second job. In doing so, employees must comply with the standards of ethical conduct for employees of the executive branch, as well as any agency-specific regulations. The ethical standards, among other things, provide that employees not engage in outside employment or activities that conflict with official government duties and responsibilities. By maximizing an employee's job duties and limiting the number of matters in which he or she is involved, administrative leave reduces the potential for conflicts with any outside employment. Does the deferred resignation email comply with privacy rules? OPM says that it does. It says in its answer in part, quote, OPM was authorized to send the email announcing the deferred resignation program by its broad authority to oversee the federal workforce. OPM is authorized to store employee responses under existing system of records, including systems encompassing personnel records and correspondence to and from the agency. And the deferred resignation offer explicitly provides that by responding to the email, employees consent to their resignations being shared with their employing agencies. OPM also notes that employee resignations are stored on secure government systems. And the last item of interest in the memo, I think I mentioned it briefly a moment ago, but the OPM memo also has a template for agencies to use for formalizing the agreement with their employees. I've written an article with more information about all of this, and it's got a copy of that template in it. And then you can also check out OPM's memo for more details. So that's the crux of OPM's memo that was issued today. It was those questions and their answers to it. And again, the government is basically defending the legality of the deferred resignation offer for federal employees. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please like and subscribe. And also visit the fedsmith.com website for more information. We've got a number of articles about the deferred resignation program on our site. Have a good day.